With a quick show of hands, how many of us know how to swim? Pretty much everyone, right? It's a lot. Well, quick fact, I never learned how to swim, not because I was ever afraid of the water or drowning, but because I was too afraid, embarrassed to take my shirt off. See, as a child, I was very well fed, which did lead me to become very overweight and very unhappy with myself, just like 30% or 1/3 of the world's current population. Now, if you're anything like me, then that probably means you're not very talented and you're very unathletic. Personally, I found escapism through my love of movies, but as early as the age of 6, movies like 300, Fight Club, Batman, and even Twilight made me ask the question, how can I be just like them? See, I thought it was something fictitious, something illusory. I thought I was never going to be fit. And that all changed in a 13-hour flight to the Philippines when I stumbled upon the movie G.I. Joe and saw Baying Lee. See, until then, I noticed that Asians would only have minor stereotypical roles in Hollywood, and seeing an Asian actor in such great shape gave me inspiration. And that's when I lost 40 pounds through insanity. Even though I did achieve my quote-unquote abs, my goal to have abs, I was very unhappy. See, I was tired all the time. I literally ate nothing but salads, and I weighed as low as 103 pounds, weighing no more than 115 throughout my entire freshman year. And that's when I started bodybuilding. But you see, in my very first session with my personal trainer, Tyler, I passed out. And they had to call 911 and call me out and get an ambulance to get me out of the gym. And it was very embarrassing. I got over it though, but next to, 3 to 4 months later, I felt like nothing was changing, and I was very discouraged. See, something I didn't know at the time was that it was going to take a little bit more than 2 weeks to build an amazing physique, to gain muscle. So how do you build muscle? You build muscle through a cellular process called muscle hypertrophy, and what really happens is every time you work out, you essentially create little micro tears in your muscle fibers, and your body sends cytokines to help repair these muscles, making them stronger and thicker every single time. Now, muscle hypertrophy happens whenever you progressively overload your body, forcing it to adapt to the stimuli that caused the tears in the first place. Now, you simply cannot out-train a bad diet. There's no way around it. For example, the average calories burned while running a mile is 105, but a small banana can range anywhere from 90 to 121 calories. Now, that's why nutrition and macronutrients are very vital to having a good physique. The macronutrients being the protein, the carbs, and the fats. Now, your TDEE, or your total daily energy expenditure, is how much energy you burn throughout the day. This is different from everybody. And it's also the maintenance calories. Speaking, if you eat the same amount of calories as your TDEE, your body's going to go into equilibrium. Now, if you're in a caloric surplus or deficit of as little as 500 a day, you could theoretically burn 1 pound or gain 1 pound a week. Now, why don't we have awe-inspiring Greek body aesthetic physiques? If you see here, the average healthy male has a percentage of 18 to 24% body fat. But to have that awe-inspiring physique, you have to be under 10%. And that's other benefits of weightlifting include an increase in muscle, strength, metabolism, cognitive function, and a decrease in back and arthritis pain, fat, blood pressure, risk of diabetes and cardiovascular disease. Other benefits include a longer lifespan, according to a study done at UCLA, improved sleep, happiness due to release endorphins, and for the ladies, it can reduce the symptoms of PMS. Now, I became very interested on how media has affected body image. And this includes eating disorders such as bulimia and anorexia. But for men, up to 12% of teenage boys are using unproven supplements and even anabolic steroids. And a generally unknown disorder called muscle dysmorphia or bigorexia, the complete opposite of anorexia, affects 1 in 10 male gym goers. And I believe this is because of the media. See, photoshopped models and bodybuilders on anabolic steroids promote unachievable physiques. Here you see Eugene Sandow, the father of modern bodybuilding. He's very natural because steroids didn't even exist. Now you have Arnold here, and he's on steroids. And now you have people like Jay Cutler, huge physiques, very unachievable if you're training naturally. And furthermore, bodybuilders tell you that if you buy their products, if you buy their supplements, you'll achieve what they have. And that's simply not the case. You can't get ripped or shredded or big through supplements. It's just that simple. Now, it may seem that fitness or bodybuilding could be the worst possible thing you could do to yourself, but it does get easier and very addicting. Something I thought that would help me attract girls when I was 13, it's so much more, and I really love it. Ironically, the most exhausting part of my day is actually the most therapeutic and peaceful part of my day also. Bodybuilding has changed my life. It's taught me the importance of discipline, commitment, self-respect, and taking pride in myself and what I do. But not just self-respect, but respect for others, whether they work extremely hard to achieve amazing physiques, or those who are just starting day one and are trying to make a positive change in their lives. Now, it doesn't take much. I'm not asking you guys to be a slave to the gym. You just need consistency. You can get an amazing body in as short as 8 months. Now, 8 months won't go by any faster or slower whether you choose to work out or not. So you really have to ask yourself the question, who do I want to be in 8 months' time? Thank you.